It's two. Yeah. Pick a side, yeah, you wanna live or die. Stand on a rock, you will never slip or slide. Never abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. Cause you going against the king like committing suicide. Hey, pick a side, you wanna live or die. If you stand on a rock, you will never slip or slide. Never abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. Yeah, going against the king like committing suicide. Pick a side, you wanna live or die. Wanna reign with the king or be burning in the fire. All these workers of the devil like a thorn in my side. But they all gonna bow when they see him in the sky. Live true for you a lie. It ain't no in between. Seas hard darker than the 10 on limousine. Represent the Nazarene. Don't wear my gasoline. I'm on fire for the Lord. Built up like a fool. The body fully function when it's all on one accord. Don't be writing blank checks that your soul can't afford. Battling with the wicked, can't be scared to swing your sword. It's all about your words that determine your reward. Pick a side, yeah, you wanna live or die. Stand on the rock, you will never slip or slide. Never abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. Cause you're going against the king like committing suicide. Hey, pick a side, you wanna live or die. If you stand on a rock, you will never slip or slide. Never abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. Yeah, going against the king like committing suicide. Hey, what you gon' choose, bro? If you ain't on the winning side, you a loser. Before you start to run this race, tie your shoes up. Kingdom the mission, do the work, don't be a snoozer. You heard me?
You heard me?
Through 12 and 49, we spark in the fight. The Ruach had you shining brighter than the stars in the sky. 2020, but can't see cause it's a log in your eye. Don't join this army if your heart is about as small as a fly. Make your calling the election short cause ain't no switching up. Spiritual bench press, his name is what I'm lifting up. This ain't no easy walk, but I am never giving up. Follow my king till I'm in that bag and they zip it up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pick a side.
Yeah.
You wanna live or die. If you stand on the rock, you will never slip or slide. Abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. Cause you're going against the king like committing suicide.
Yeah.
Hey, pick a side. You wanna live or die. If you stand on the rock, you will never slip or slide. Never abide by laws if you wanna stay alive. Yeah, going against the king like committing suicide.
Yes, sir.
On earth is loose in heaven. We claim authority in Yahushua of Mashiach, and we unleash the fire of the Ruach HaKodesh against any sickness and disease.
It's two. Every day I feast on the most high word I eat. Spread my hand to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, but the earth will be given to the meek. Rabashem Yahuwah Ka'Allah, Hamalak Safety. Every day I feast on the most high word I eat. Spread my hand to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, but the earth will be given to the meek. Rabashem Yahuwah Ka'Allah, Hamalak Safety. All praise to the Father, then you know phone buddy caller. Keeping up with a creepy crawler, he cleared us with his holy water. Jaggers redemption for depth, follow his ways, I'm just taking the steps. Aiming straight past this so narrow that you bout no fall if you turn to the right of the hill. Spread my hand, pray that he got me the light. Rock to my feet, now I'm shining my light. Open your level with all of my might. Feast on his word, then I call it a night. You don't run, you losing the fight. If I win blind, I'm not losing the sight. Working my face to it, go to the end. You do what he say, then he calling you friend. Ain't it will be done, better keep that law. Watch what you say, better guard that jaw. Cause on that day when the king return, I'm trying to be found, no spot, no flaw. All gas on his walk, no stop, no pause. Walk in my purpose, I'm serving my cause. Keep teaching, exhorting my people through music. I glory to Yah, I don't need no applause. Every day I feast on the Most High word I eat. Spread my head to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, cause the earth will be given to the meek. Rock Hashem, Yahuwah, Ka'Allah, Hamalak, say peace. Every day I feast on the Most High word I eat. Spread my head to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, cause the earth will be given to the meek. Rock Hashem, Yahuwah, Ka'Allah, Hamalak, say peace.
Wake up, pray, then I eat my strip. Eat thumbing through the book about to spit my dick. All of y'all keepers can get in my wit. Cut them off, put a knife in it. You ain't got love for the Elohim. When his son come back, he gon' clear the scene. I'ma look to Jerusalem and pray for you. And he soon you will come back to the laws too. Cause the meek gonna want to receive a crown. Smelling up with that being no more days of crown. Pup filled up with that paper water. You gon' choose this stuff forever slaughter. Better teach this nigga so the daughters. Cause this world nigga trying to make it son of daughter. Bust the rhymes, that's fit mode. We down cause we turn from the script. Bro, I got food watch on when I take a walk. The son is the king and the father of the boss. I'm one of them tribes no longer lost. Here's where the red city we had the cross. Salvation at the end. Backslide. Look at all the days where we backslide. Living in a world with a captive mind, but I bet you back when this judge is on. Let's eat.
Every day I feast on the Most High word I eat. Spread my head to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, cause the earth will be given to the meek. Rock Hashem, Yahuwah, Ka'Allah, Hamalak, say peace. Every day I feast on the Most High word I eat. Spread my hand to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, cause the earth will be given to the meek. Rock Hashem, Yahuwah, Ka'Allah, Hamalak, say peace.
Bread of life I eat, yeah. Blood of Christ I drink, yeah. Read up the word, study the word. But what I learn, I teach, yeah. Old is a line still weak, yeah. Prayer for Zion, let's reach, yeah. Hey, no me, I know, yeah. I'm seeing some friends up in the air. No time to grudges here, cause I know the judge is here. When the kingdom come, I wanna meet the sun. Let's bring me up in here. Let's turn it up in here. Let's lift them up in here. Hopefully a man is the biggest command. Spread the love right here. No time for fraud, no time for fake. All them guys circle life and I'll deal with snakes. Put them in a box, they can shake and bake. Oops, my bad, that's my mistake. Forgive me, Bob, and show them the way. I remember the days when I was going astray, invited to the feast, and I'm gonna make them a play.
Every day I feast on the Most High word I eat. Spread my head to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, cause the earth will be given to the meek. Rock Hashem, Yahuwah, Ka'Allah, Hamalak, say peace. Every day I feast on the Most High word I eat. Spread my hand to the east and I pray that he got my feet. Seeking with a humble heart, cause the earth will be given to the meek. Rock Hashem, Yahuwah, Ka'Allah, Hamalak, say peace.
All right, brother, let's stay in the face room. We're gonna open up. Right. There we go. All right, we good. My bad. That's on me. Go ahead.
Okay, family. I'm going to open up with the book of Psalms, chapter 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. May the Most High bless the readers and the doers and the hearers of his holy word. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, brother, for that. Let me turn this on. All praise to the Most High. I want to say Shabbat Shalom to the family. Those who joining us by different platforms. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I almost got a little late start because we was immersed chopping it up and listening to Ellie on his channel. And brother said, hey man, it's 1 o'clock. I said, for real? And so we got just a little bit late start, but all praise Most High. Once again, would like to say between last night and today, had the nephew on last night, had my little brother on this morning. Ellie's still on. I think maybe finishing up his lesson. Joker, hey man, y'all be full of the word. Y'all should have no excuse to be slipping and tripping, because these last couple of weeks, and particularly, like I said, from last night to this morning, y'all have a full stomach. Spiritually, they is. So I want to thank them brothers for availing themselves to the Most High and letting themselves be used by the Most High. There's some great lessons was put together between last night and today. And just want to, hey, if you didn't get to catch them, go back and look at them, listen to them, and support those channels as well. So a lot of dispensation going on right now. So we're gonna try to do our little part. I got my brew with me, Ira Ben Israel in the house, ready to put in this work. I'm your humble servant, T Boogie, Terra Ebenezer. I try to be a stone in a dry place. That's what my name means. A stone of help. Excuse me, a stone of help in a dry place. So we're gonna get this thing started today. The title of today's lesson is, this is part 4, Arrested Development. What value do you bring to a marriage? Because a marriage is supposed to be fair exchange, no robbery. Like I was sharing with my reel and my brew. A marriage is supposed to be fair exchange, no robbery. But like we talked about last week, brew, you got so many people that's suffering in these different marriages for whatever various reasons. And you know, I hear a lot of brothers complain, especially the younger brothers complain, like say it's always that benevolence on that sex thing. Well, and my advice to them is just get real with her. When she say she tired, the next time she need a bill paid or a tie chain, say you tired. Huh? Because it won't be fair exchange, no robbery. The next time she don't want to cook or she say she too tired to cook, well then I'm too tired to pay bills. Huh? The next time she tell you she don't want to do this or she don't want to do that, they'll say, I ain't gonna protect you no more then. Yeah. When you feel like doing what I need you to do, then I'll protect you. Because it's supposed to be fair exchange, no right. Mm-hmm. Now, that being the case, I'm bringing this out because some of the scriptures we about to go over, and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about when we get down to the last part about what value do you bring. And I was gonna do that. I told my bro I was gonna do this when we get in the lesson group. But so we won't get interrupted on the script, I'm gonna do it now. Okay. Spirit just told me to do it now. All right. I want my sisters. I'm gonna take 2 or 3 minutes for y'all you who on the line. I want you to tell me what men want. I want y'all to put in the chat 3 things that men want. Because if it's gonna be fair exchange, no robbery, you got to know at least what you need to bring to the table. Because I'm asking the question, what value do you bring to the marriage? Because we're going to do the brothers too. So I'm going to give y'all, what is 115? And 116 or 117, I want to see how many answers I get in the chat. Somebody be bold enough to tell me what men want. And then I want y'all brothers, I'm going to start y'all off. Y'all give me 3 things that women look for in a mate. I'm gonna give y'all 2.5 minutes, not 2 minutes, well, a minute, brother. I say a minute and a half. So I'm 117. I'm gonna see what y'all got going on. And while we do that, brother, yes, we gonna go to the first script. I know y'all ain't nobody gonna put it in the chat. I already know it. Okay, let me see what you got. Oh, I got one. What? I don't see yours, baby. No, we're gonna type it in there. I see one sister say respect. Okay. Respect. That's what she say that what men want. So that's one good thing. That's right there at the top of it. Okay, let me see what you got. Appreciation and understanding, respect. Let's see, submission. Oh, bam! There it is. There it is. There it is. Appreciation, understanding. Okay. We got sister step. All right, now, brothers. I know y'all joking, boy. Sister stepped up to the plate. They telling you, and they know pretty much what men want. Now, brothers, I want y'all to put in the chat what women want. Hey, if you're a man now, you ought to know what a woman is looking for in a man. Shouldn't you? To be a good one, I mean, fair shame, no robbery, what I'm talking about. Fair shame, no robbery. All right, brothers. The sister stepped up. Where y'all at? See, I know y'all just gonna be sorry. Man, the women, look, come on now. It's 117. I ain't seen a brother put nothing in the chat yet. I'm gonna give y'all sorry jokers another minute. Just in case y'all feel tight. It's a man on there, them joke probably got off. Look, well, hey, I don't even know in everything. Well, well, I'm not saying everything. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, now. Yeah. Okay. All right, nephew. Not sharing screen. I'm not sharing my screen. I ain't got nothing up there yet, sis. I ain't got nothing to share on the screen yet, sis. Y'all can see me because they responded, right? All right. The man said, I don't even know. One said everything. One brother laughing. And then the other brother says, security, emotional comfort, and financial stability. Now, so fair exchange, no robbery, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, now I appreciate y'all for participating in that, because that's some real talk right there.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
You understand? And some real conversations that need to be had.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because men are simple creatures. You don't have to do a lot for me to give you everything I got. You know what I'm saying? Keep me satisfied. We already know what that means.
Yeah.
Don't be a problem to me when I come home. Respectful. You understand? Mm-hmm. Agreeable.
Yeah.
And then when I make these decisions, I need you to get on board and submit. That's all men want. They want, you know what I'm saying? That business taken care of. Mm-hmm. Trying to keep it clean. They want something to eat.
Yes, sir.
They want some respect. They want to be admired. And guess what? Just submit. If I come home and tell my wife, look, something came up and we got to move to Cincinnati next week. I don't want, and we ain't gonna have time to talk about this. I got to make this happen because something came up. I explain to you on the fly or when we get through. But right now, I need her to just go, okay, baby, you the man, you know, you make the best decision for let's roll with it. Now for the men, the book tell us to dwell with our wives with understanding, don't it, man? Mm-hmm. We got to know that they are more given to those neurotic feelings and stuff like that. And we got to know that all the time they not thinking logically, but emotionally. So we got to be there, be able to put them in, the right state of mind. Mm-hmm. And they got to know that, hey, man, no matter what, you willing to lay down your life for her. I don't care if it means laying down your life physically, spiritually, or financially. You got to do whatever it is to secure her place in the kingdom. Mm-hmm. Why you think it's always women and children first on the lifeboat? Mm-hmm. Where you think that came from? They the ones taking care of the children. They can keep bringing the children up. If something was to happen, they can still keep that lineage going. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's always been that way. So, but let's get into it. That's right. When you respect your spouse, everything else should. That's I'm gonna have to put a little dimmer on that, Sister Colette. When you respect your spouse, everything else falls in place. It should. But to the ones, some of them don't even respect the respect. You understand? You can be doing everything right, and Joker still won't treat you like you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But enough of that. I just want to do that little fun exercise. You know what I'm saying? Get the juices flowing. But we finna get into the script now. Let's go to the first place, bro. Let me pull up my slide. I always like to do my slide. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do this right here. Oh, Share screen. Bam. And then we're going to share the entire screen. I'm going to bring it up in the room. And we're going to go right here first. I want to pull the slider first. And we're going to talk about this. And this is the reason why I want you see one sister at the bottom, she thinking, and one sister threw her hands up in there on the slide. Because there's a contrast there. Because when women think about who they desire to marry or who they could possibly come up and ask them for their hand in marriage, it's a scary thing, especially nowadays. Because a lot of women are on the superficial tip, and a lot of women, I call it the 6'6" standard of preference of modern women. They want a joker to make 6 figures. They want him to be 6 feet tall, and he got to have a 6-pack.
Yeah.
That's the 6'6". That's gonna get you in trouble. Because and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because only approximately 17% of all men in the United States earn over $100,000 a year. Mm-hmm. And out of that 17%, only 6% of the men, black men, earn that type of money. So you shooting for a high percentile of men that everybody else is shooting for. You in competition with all the women in the U.S. for this very, I won't say use the word elite, but this very top tier earner. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to get more realistic in what you expecting, because I ain't saying you can't have. I'm saying, hey, there's a difference between possibility and probability. Anything's possible, but is it probable? Is it mathematically sound that you're going to land this guy? So for all you sisters that's on this feed that got a man making 6 figures, you winning big time. You winning big time. Now, it's only 14% of the men in the country that's 6 feet or taller. 6 feet or taller. So yeah, he got to be 6 feet. Well, you see, it's only 75% of the men in the United States. They less than 6 feet. 75%. Mm-hmm. Now, if it's only 28% or 29%, that leaves 70% or 71% of the men that got 6 packs. That don't have 6 packs. Because only 28% of men is got a healthy weight index based on their body mass or BMI. Mm-hmm. So you going for the 666, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. Because everybody else is shooting, all the other women in the country, black and white and Mexican, is shooting for 666. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of competition in there. So all I'm saying is, bring down, you know what I'm saying? Because Denzel ain't coming. Wasn't that Michael B. Jordan ain't coming? Yeah. So you got, look, the employment ratio for adult black men 20 years old. So the black man is working. Look, almost 65% of black men that's 20 years old, they working in the country. So it's a black men out there working. The majority of black men is working, according to this statistic. Mm-hmm. And that's the Bureau of Labor. Then look, but I want to bring you back into reality. The median earnings of black males 20 years and older in the United States, based on recent data, if they from 20 to 29, they only gonna average $25,000 a year. If they from 30 to 39, they gonna average $41,000 a year. From 40 to 49, $50,000. So the average over a lifetime or work career of a man, the average is $40,000. So you got to be, sister, I'm trying to talk about young sisters. Y'all got to be willing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get the big ball all the time. But it's some good spiritual men out there that's working hard. Mm-hmm. That the Most High may have set aside for you, but you got to be willing to deal with his pay thing, what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times he ain't gonna be 6 feet, he ain't gonna have a 6-pack, and he ain't gonna be making 6 figures, but you may miss a good man of God because you got these modern day standards. Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to tell you, sister, if the brother making more than $40,000, $50,000 a year at the gate, you already win. Mm-hmm. Especially if he a man of God, man. Mm-hmm. You winning.
That's the key.
You winning. Because you got some boo-foo kings out there too that's playing. Mm-hmm. The backdoorians. They say they straight, but look, 40% of LGBTQ adults are people of color, and 12% identified black men. Mm. Them just the ones that they know about. Ain't talking about them other undercover jokers jumping on both sides of the fence. So y'all got to be real careful and real selective. But not so. I'm talking about selective as far as what you desire, because it ain't gonna work out like y'all always plan. Is what I'm trying to say. And so you got to know what men. If you want to shoot for it. I ain't taking that. But if you want to be even in the ballpark or something, you got to know what they looking for, and you got to be willing to do what they want you to do. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, do that make sense? What I'm trying to say? Okay, now let's go to the first script. Okay. Let's go to the first script. Let's go to Syriac Meander. I'm gonna pull it up in the room. We're going to Syriac Meander. It's on page. It's in volume 2 on page 603. Chapter 1. We're gonna read 377 first through 377 through 384. Then we're gonna do some skipping. All right.
All right.
377 through 384. What do it say?
All right, family. Syriac Meander, volume 2, page 603.
Mm-hmm.
Be energetic in your youth.
Mm-hmm.
As long as your eye can see and your foot can walk.
Uh-huh.
As long as your strength is great.
Uh-huh. So hold up right there. See, that's what I'm telling you, young brother. You got to work to make yourself a man that can provide for a family. You don't have time in your youth to be playing PlayStation and what Xbox and all that. You ain't got time for that. You got to get out here, and as long as you got energy and as long as you got strength, you need to be out here getting it. Working 2 or 3 jobs to build up a place where you can have to bring a woman home to you, to your house, to provide for a child, to provide for multiple children, to get ready for them to drive cars and put clothes on their back. You got to, man, when you young, you got to get it to make yourself presentable to a woman. She don't want to bring a sorry joker home to her daddy that ain't working, ain't got no job, ain't got no ambition, ain't got no plan. As long as you better use that energy. And as long as you can see in your foot to walk, man, continue to read, bro. Go ahead.
But when ye have become aged and weary, sit down and live on your possessions.
See, y'all got it twisted nowadays. These sorry jokers nowadays, they want to be sitting down when they're young and think something gonna come to them when they get old. Y'all talking about the old men that went out there to bust it, they run. They can afford to sit down. They got money in the bank. They got 401k. They got mutual funds and stocks and all. Y'all got to get there where they trying to get where they at. You got to get out there and get it. But when you get old, then you can live on your possessions. Continue to read.
And comely is youth. When the young man is energetic and when he is successful through his strength.
You see that? Through his strength. He becomes successful through his strength. Skip down, brother. Skip down to 394 and read 394 through 401.
394.
What do it say?
The main source of all things is the fear of Yahweh. It delivers one from all evil things. A treasure it is.
Yes, sir.
Not always, however, will last the affairs of men, since their life is until the house of death.
Go ahead.
Comely and praiseworthy is youth, but it is with men only for a short time, and then old age makes it fade away.
And that's why you got to get it how you live out here when you're young. You got to do all that you can do, young brother, while you young. So when you get old age, you and your significant other, you and your wife will be able to rest on y'all laurels. See, the Bible talk about everything. You got to know what you're looking for when you go in here and read. You can't tell me, you can't bring me nothing to go on in relationships, nothing to go on in the world, nothing to go on in politics that the Bible has not addressed. Even the rearing of your children, the Bible has addressed it. You ain't got time to be sitting around doing nothing and trying to come up with a plan. While you trying to come up with a plan, still work 2 or 3 jobs. Because you are going to be the one that everybody going to be looking to and looking for everything they need to survive in this world, even the discipline of the word of God. You got to be in your book more than anybody. Because you got to lead the household, young brother. You got to be in your book more than anybody. We got skip down, bro. I added some on. I didn't know if you saw that right there.
Oh, okay.
Go skip down to 4:12 and read 4:12 through 4:15. Hold on, let me get in the room for the people. And when you get to 4:12, go ahead and feed the people.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
4:12. Praiseworthy is industry when someone is energetic and successful.
That's right.
Laziness is a bad thing when a person's body should be vigorous.
You see that? So when you need to be working, I ain't saying nothing wrong there because you see the script bragging it up, baby. Yes, when you need to be working, when you need to be getting it, that's what you need to be doing. And stop with the damn excuses. When you look over at your wife, you look at your children, or you look at presenting yourself to somebody's father as a husband to his daughter, he need to know you got a plan, man. He need to know you're going to be out there getting it where he ain't giving his daughter to somebody that's going to cause her to be in worse shape. She should have just stayed at home. She should have just stayed. She would be better off she stayed at home with mom and dad than getting with you. And you're not industrious. You're not energetic. You don't have a plan. You don't want stuff out of life. And you got some way that you get. That's why our sisters don't feel protected. Our sisters don't feel wanted. Our sisters don't feel like they matter. Because they're looking over at you, and all you want to do is jump up and down on them and don't want to do nothing else. That's why they looking at you sideways, talking to you crazy, bro. But I ain't going to belabor the point. I talked too much last time. I think I already started talking too much already. Let's go to the next play. Let's go to where we going, bro? Let's go. We're going First Samuel. Oh yeah, now this is for my sisters right here. Let me get over there. First, before you do that, before you read that first, I'm gonna throw one in. Let's go to we still in First Samuel, but let's go to First Samuel. Let's go to First Samuel 9. Then we'll read this 16 because it's gonna make perfect sense why I put this in there. The Ruach told me, man, you probably should put this in there. Then they'll understand First Samuel 16. But read that chapter 9. We're going to First Samuel chapter 9. Read that verses 1 and 2, man.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Becharath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. So
this guy we about to read about, he came from a great family, a wealthy family, a well-to-do family, a well-known family. What are these sisters looking for now? Now look, check this out. Not only did dude come from a well-to-do, powerful family, now the book finna tell you how he looks. Go ahead and read.
2. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the
tall, dark, and handsome. Got money, family got money, and he looked good, and he's 6 feet tall, baby. Huh? That's what they looking for. They 6'6". And guess what Saul ended up doing? Worshiping the devil. See, it ain't all the time about the money. It ain't all the time about the looks and how tall he is, sister. That right there could be a trap of the devil. Because we know how Saul ended up. And we know how Saul's mind was. But Saul came from a good family, a powerful family, and he was tall, and he looked better than anybody in Israel. Michael B. Jordan. Huh? And get what? They were falling out over. But now let's go to 1 Samuel 16. See, this is what y'all need to be choosing, man, on right here. Let's go to 1 Samuel 16 and verse 7. What do it say?
1 Samuel 16 and verse 7.
What do it say, bro?
But the Lord saith unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature.
Don't look for the 6 feet man. And don't look for the pretty boy floor. Everybody looking for elder bar. He like this, he got this. He's 6 feet. See, look, I told y'all last week, look good. We got a lot of folks messed up now. And y'all done passed up on some brothers that would have treated you right and led you in the ways of godliness. But he didn't meet your qualifications. I'm talking about the superficial one. Keep on reading, bro. Mm-hmm.
Because I have refused him.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
That's right.
For man looketh on the outward appearance,
Mm-hmm.
but the Lord looketh in the heart.
You see that right there? That's what you need to be looking at, the heart of this man. Because sometimes a man may just need that rib or that support mechanism to push him on past certain things. And this could be a great man, an even greater man of God, if you would just look at the heart of the man. Look at the mind of the man and see what he got on his mind and run it through the script. But see, we get so caught on the outward appearance. Like my young bro was talking about today, the feelings and emotions. You understand? And who gave this nigga? Every time I see it, good. Woo! They be ready. But see that right there. See, just cause a joker make you moist, don't mean he the one for you.
That's right.
Most of the time, them be the one to dog you out. Cause guess what? You coming to him with trying to hook him instead of looking into the heart of the matter, looking to the heart of the man, looking to the mind of the man. Don't get caught up on all these superficial things. Do like God. He judges the heart of the man. You know what I'm saying? He may not meet all your aesthetic requirements, but that may not be the one for you. You understand? Let's go a little bit further here. Go to Sirach. Let me put it up in the room for the people who ain't got the Sirach. Sirach, the 6. We're gonna read verses 35 through 37. Let me put it up in the room. A lot of y'all didn't got with these brothers, man. And look here. Man, boy, y'all dancing with the devil. Y'all dancing with the devil. Let me put it up in the room. 35 through 37, bro. Go ahead.
All right, family. The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
And see, that's what me and my little brother was talking about before his lesson today. And he called, to talk to me about the lesson and some other things. But see, we got to be willing to take the feelings off the table and be ready to hear the godly discourse. All that hollering and your feelings on the table and crying and snotting and don't want to hear it. Man, you got to be ready to hear godly discourse, brothers and sisters. Whoever it comes from, if it's godly. Go ahead and read.
36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee bedtime, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
And I know I'm talking to my elders on this. I know sometimes, man, the road can get weird. You understand? Because my phone ring all the time. Somebody want to call, somebody want to talk, somebody needs some answers or whatever. Somebody want to go over some script. But that's your job. When they come to you B-time, when they see somebody who got some understanding, you got to make yourself available. That's the job of and same with you sisters. If these sisters is coming to you, young sisters coming to y'all for advice, don't give them no emotions and feelings. Give them the scriptures. The book tells you to be ready to answer all men. Talking about mankind. Whether it be male or female or mankind. Y'all elders, brothers and elder sisters, these folks is coming to y'all because they see something in y'all that they see that could help them. You got to be ready to receive them B-time. If they come to you B-time, you got to be ready to receive them B-time. And you younger brothers and sisters ought to start getting to these brothers and sisters B-time. Because you're going to encounter some things in your marriage and in your relationship where you're going to have to seek godly counsel. Now, get with somebody you feel comfortable with. You understand? And then weigh what they saying in the balance, because a lot of times some of these older people just crazy y'all young people. They don't know no better either. But when you find somebody who is of understanding, then you need to get to them B-time. Continue to read, my brother.
37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart,
yes, sir,
and give thee wisdom and thine own desire.
And see, I'm glad I got back to this, Bruce, because I made a statement last week, and I want to clean it up. Because some people may misconstrue what I said because I didn't give it all to him. It said, let thy mind be upon the orders of Yahweh and meditate continually on his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee the wisdom at thy own desire. I made a statement said, I can't tell y'all or remember a last time a prayer I asked for to get answered. I wasn't talking about money. I wasn't just talking about money, and I really wasn't exclusively talking about money. I'm talking about everything I done asked the Most High to give me. I didn't got an answer for it. Whether it was yes or no, but guess most of the time, I'm going to give you a little insight. One time, I was having a problem with my job, and I told the Most High, either remove me or remove him. He said, okay, you fired. I said, wait a minute, I didn't want to get fired. I want you to just remove. No, you said remove him or remove you. I got you fired. And he removed me out of the situation. But he put me in a better situation after I got fired. I had to go through that trial by fire. Because I asked for it. I asked for it. Remove him or remove me. He didn't want to see fit for him to be moved, so he got me fired. So when you keeping the ordinances, brothers, sisters, when y'all keeping the ordinance, he gonna give you the desire of your heart. If you want a certain husband or a certain type of wife, then you got to make sure that you doing what you're supposed to be doing, keeping the law, keeping the orders, keeping the commandment, and being diligent in that which you have asked him for. Because if you doing it, he'll give you that own desire. So when you asking for a mate, looking for a mate, then you need, and y'all know the hours of prayer. We talked about that a couple of months ago. The hours. Not only the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we even talk about the 10th hour of the night when your prayer, when anything a man asks the Most High, that he give him. So if you ain't got it, it's your own fault. If you ain't got the answer, it's your own fault. If you ain't got the mate you want, it's your own fault. If you ain't got the mate you need, it's your own fault. Where we at, bro?
We're gonna head to Genesis 24.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up in the room for the people. So that way they can follow along with us. All right, we're going to Genesis 20. Yeah, we're going to Genesis 24. Moving right along. Genesis 24, and we're going to pick it up at verse 61. We're going to read 61 through 65, brother. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, if you already there, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, family, the book of Genesis, chapter 24.
What did you say?
Verse 61.
Mm-hmm.
And Rebekah arose, and her damsels, and they rode upon the camels and followed the man.
Right. That man they following it. Eleazar, let me set the scene. So Eleazar was sent by Abraham to go find a wife of their people, of their lineage, their bloodline, to marry his son Isaac. So Eleazar did that. Y'all go back and read all this on y'all. Eleazar went to Nahor and all them, you understand, Terah, and found this woman of their people. Now he's bringing her back to Isaac. Go ahead and finish.
And the servant took Rebekah and went his way. And Isaac came from the way of the well of Lahairoi, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out and meditate in the field at the eventide.
Hold up. He doing what? He meditating at eventide. That's 6 o'clock, man. Don't you know what's going on at 6 o'clock in the evening? The angel's taking the reports back up. You see that right there? And so now he meditating and marinating on the word, meditating and marinating on what's going on in his life. He at the well of the wellspring, and now here comes his answer. Go ahead, bro.
And he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore, she took a veil and covered herself.
So why did she do that when she knew that was her potential husband she was about to meet? Because the old custom was that women veiled themselves, they covered themselves, because gifts always come wrapped. Gifts never come unwrapped. And it was a custom that The brides would always veil themselves before meeting their husband because they was always kept up and hidden. And it also was an act that symbolized modesty, respect, and the transition into marriage. It also signified the separation between them as they were not yet a married couple, where we get a tradition, the groom shouldn't see the wife before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So she knew she was going to be a woman under submission. She had already, that's what would be my husband right there. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on, wait a minute. She got down. She wasn't covered. She covered herself before she met her husband. Mm-hmm. She put herself under subjection and submission before she even met him, before she had spoke one word to him. She was already giving her mind. I know I got to be on suggestion, this man. And when she was riding with Eliezer, who wasn't her, she wasn't covered. She just riding on the couch until they got there. When she found out that's who he was, oh, that's who he is. Oh, I got to get myself together. I got to, in my mind, I got to be ready to be on subjection. So once again, when you find this man, the Most High bring this man to you, sis, you got to have the mind that's ready to be in submission and subjection. Because see, he gonna ask some things to you that you may not know. He gonna ask. She had never met him, mm-hmm. But she knew that, hey, this is who God want me to marry. This is who I'm gonna be under subjection to. Let me get myself together. Mm-hmm. And you saw Isaac was meditating and marinating on the word of God. And it said that he had just left the spring, a well. That well right there means the one who sees me and hears me. So he was meditating on God in the evening time, right there at 6 o'clock one day. Yep. Once again, these scriptures falling in line. These scriptures falling in line. 1 Timothy 2, man. Let me get over there. Mm-hmm. 1 Timothy 2. Let me get there. 1 Timothy 2, and we're going to read, let me see, I may want to change it, bro. All right. 1 Timothy 2 and 14. Mm-hmm. I think I want, just read that 14. What do it say?
All right. We'll read 14. Mm-hmm. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. And Adam was not deceived, mm-hmm. but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
So the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Go and read that 15.
Mm-hmm. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness and sobriety.
Why is she gonna be saved through childbearing? Because she messed up in the beginning. And like we talked about a little bit last week, if she had her radars up and her intuition had been up, then she wouldn't have to be saved through childbearing. But now she got to spill blood. Now she got to go through pain. Now she got to rear these children in distress and pain and hardship, because she was the one that was deceived. Like I told you, her women's intuition only works when they under subjection. She was not under subjection. She was not connected. She was away from her covenant, her head. So now she was the one that was deceived. If she would have had intuition, she wouldn't have got tricked. And she, like we said, you go read that Adam and Eve, she wasn't just tricked no one time. She was tricked 4 times. So until you put yourself in a submissive role to that head, then your salvation. See, look, this is what you got to understand. Your salvation and your spiritual gifts are tied to your submission. That's the way the Most High put it. Your desire should be towards your husband, and he shall rule over you. They are contingent on your mindset and your behavior, not your emotions, not your wants and your desires. Your spiritual gift, your spiritual enlightenment is tied to your submission. I had a situation a couple of weeks ago. And man, I was getting checks in the mail. I'm talking about some big boy checks. I got about $12,000 worth of checks, man. A company that I was supposed to go to work for. I never went to work for them. I accepted the job, you understand? But I didn't go to the job, because the week after I got another job that I accepted. So I called them back and said I won't take the job. These folks still sending me checks, benefit package, everything, live check. When I got the first check, no, so you can't cash that check. I said, I got the next check. I told my wife, he folks still sending me check. We both said, no, he can't do it. I get a third check. I got $12,000 worth of checks, bro. I'm like, so me, I'm trying to find a loophole. I'm being real now. Yeah. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Yeah. I even went to the place I'm working at now. I went to the HR lady and said, look here, this is what happened. This is a scenario. I laid it out to her. And she said, well, this is what you can do. You can type up your letter of resignation, send them 2 checks back and keep one in cash. Because and really and truly, you on the payroll. They send me a benefits package and everything. She said, you really actually on the payroll, so you really can keep them checks in cash. Then I came home to my rib. She said, now you know better than that. My daughter's dad, come on, man. I'm like, man, that's $12,000. You know what I'm saying? But had I did that, how was they going to look at me? As the head, spiritual head of the household. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is the thing, man. A lot of times we cut off our spiritual blessings and spiritual gifts by acting out of emotion. Mm-hmm. So I even contacted the HR lady and told her what the business was. I told, all that. I called the company that was sending me the checks. Yeah. And so, it's all squash now, but $12,000, I could have had that scot-free. Free here, but not free in the next life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. That would have been counted against you. Mm-hmm. And so, brothers, what I'm saying, these sisters going to be looking at y'all, man. And they're going to be needing y'all to do the right thing so they can do the right thing. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you turn down $12,000, then they won't be so apt when you tell them they can't have something to get mad. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little tidbit I thought I'd throw that in there. Little testimony I throw in there. Oh, this is what I wanted to get to. Look at these sorry jokes. And y'all notice the background is pink too. We're going to talk about these effeminate men. Because it's an epidemic proportions in Israel. It's an epidemic with all these effeminate men. The word effeminate in the Strongs is G3120. Malakos. Malakos. That's right. Soft. Look, these jokers, I say it all the time. These jokers softer than elevator music, man. They softer than buttermilk. They soft as cotton candy nowadays. They just ain't built like we used to be built, man. They can't take what we can take. None of that. It says soft to the touch. In a bad sense, a boy kept for homosexual relations with a man of a male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness of a male prostitute. Now, the book tell you in Leviticus said, thou shalt not have a whore among the daughters of Israel, nor a dog among the sons of Israel. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And we can't do like they used to do back in the day. Because, see, he took judgment out of our hand. When Yeshua came down across, 2 things we can't do. I was telling young brother here, we can't do animal sacrifice no more. And he took the judgment piece as far as corporal punishment out of our hand. Because these type of jokers would get stoned to death. Mm-hmm. Whores amongst the daughters of Israel would get burnt with fire. But I don't want to go there. Then we're going to look at the word tender. Tender means soft, delicate, weak, tender, delicate of flesh, weak of heart. These jokers ain't got no heart nowadays. These jokers, man, the least little thing with these men, these so-called men, I call them male figures, man, they buckle under pressure. They can't take nothing. You can't say nothing to them. You got to be, everything you say. You got more women that can take harsh words than most of these men nowadays. Man, you can't talk to me like that, man. These jokers, man, they timid, they soft word. They ain't got no bass in their voice, man. I be looking at man, put some bass in your voice, dude. They don't want to go respect you talking like that, man. They literally or figuratively, by implication, they weak and they faint-hearted. Effeminacy or male femininity is the embodiment of feminine traits in boys or men, particularly those who are untypical of men or masculinity. These traits include roles, I got that bold and underlined, stereotype, and behaviors. I can't say what we call in the street, but Joker got female tendencies. Mm-hmm. They act like female. talk like female, think like female, react like female. They got female behaviors and appearances that are socially associated with girls and women. Now let's go read what the book got to say about it. 1 Corinthians 6. 1 Corinthians 6, and we're gonna pick it up at the 9, man. I mean at the 8. At the 8, 1 Corinthians 6. We're gonna read 8 through 9. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
That's 1 Corinthians 6, family, verse 8.
What do it say?
Nay, ye do wrong and defraud, and that your brethren. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
So you defraud society, you defraud the Most High, you defraud a potential mate, and you defraud your family, man, when you effeminate. When you're an adulterer, you defraud. When you're an idolater, we're going to get in this idolatry part in the last part of this series. But, man, when we concentrate on this effeminate, man, you are acting like something that you were not created to be. You acting like something that shouldn't be. As a man, you are in the fraud. You got your pink shirt on, your pink shoes on. I know Joe came to church one day, a whole pink suit on, man. Pink shoes and everything. Mama talking about the bad shit. You like an old Mississippi pimp. I'm talking about in the truth. I ain't talking about no Sunday church. Yeah. There's a reason why Victoria's Secret got a whole section called Pretty in Pink. There's a reason why when you do a gender reveal that the girl color is pink and the boy color is blue. These are inherent things in us. So when I see a man always dressed up in pink like this little sour choker, got rings on every finger, flamboyant and spicy and sassy as hell. You understand? Man, look, a lot of people can tell when jokers are backdooring. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of these boys, see, I'm gonna tell you something else. A lot of these boys nowadays, they got more feminine traits than masculine traits. And you see it I know you in charge of people too on your job, bro. You see it. You can't even talk to them like men no more. And now when I go to work, I have to talk to men like I'm talking to women. I had to tone everything down and make everything nice. You know what I'm saying? Can't use certain words and can't use certain tones and all that. Because they act like women. So when the women go off the rail, they ain't got nobody to put them back on the rail because the one they with act just like they do. First Enoch. Let me pull up in the room for the people that ain't got the first Enoch. First Enoch 98. We're gonna pick it up at chapter 98. We're gonna pick it up verse 1, man. It's in volume 1 on page 78. Let me pull it up in the room. The women ain't got nobody to keep them straight because the men acting just like them. I'm in the wrong book. I gotta go to volume 1 in the man. Let me go to volume 1. I'm sorry, family. I was in the wrong book. Now let me go to page 78. I think I'm in the right book. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry about that, family. All right, self-indulgence. Now check this out. Talking about these effeminate jokers, man. Check this. Enoch wrote it back way back. Them jokers was boo-fooing back then. When Enoch was on the earth. And these jokers were flamboyant back then. Look what Enoch had to say about it. Go ahead.
All right, family. For Enoch 98. Now I swear unto you, to the wise and to the foolish, for you shall see many things upon the earth. For you men shall put on more jewelry than women, and more multicolored ornaments than a virgin.
See all that pink, and all them old high colors, loud colors, and rings on every finger and all that. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, even back in Enoch day, this stuff was going on. These jokers were flamboyant back then, and spicy and sassy then. This ain't nothing new.
No.
And see, that's why I tell you brothers, especially you brothers with sons, Man, you got to keep 10 toes securely up their rear end. My son will tell you, man, boy, I was on him day and night. Because I wasn't finna have it. Because a joke asked me years ago, man, you mean tell me if your son was gay, you wouldn't accept him? Hell no. So wouldn't. You mean, see, they got to see men. They got to see what men go through, how men react, and what men say, and what men do, and how men provide, and how men protect. They got to see it. You just can't talk it to them. You got to see it. And when they get out of line, you got to come down with a hammer on these boys. Because they are supposed to be the backbone of society, man. You got to be hard on them because the world going to be harder on them. All that stuff you petting and calling you do with girls, you can't do that with boys. But I know women, man, like I say, they dressing them up in dresses and taking them to the beauty shop with them, taking them to the nails. Man, do you know what that's doing to his psyche? He confused. Keep on reading, bro.
In sovereignty, and grandeur, and authority, in silver, and gold, and clothing, in honor, and in edible. They shall be poured out like water.
And they doing all this flamboyant stuff and spending all this money on all these shows. And you see, joking like Liberace and Elton John got all the glitter, silver, and gold. And they doing it with honor. And they eating good, living good. And they doing it. Man, folks is lifting them up like they somebody. But he said they going to be poured out like water. Go ahead.
For this reason, they are devoid of knowledge and wisdom, so they shall perish thereby together with their goods,
yes, sir,
and together with all their glory and honor. Then in dishonor, and slaughter, and in great misery, their spirit shall be cast away.
You see that? Go ahead.
I have sworn unto you sinners, in the same manner that a mountain has never turned into a servant, nor shall a hill ever become a maid servant of a woman.
Go ahead.
Likewise, neither has sin been exported into the world. It is the people who have themselves invented it. And those who commit it shall come under a great curse.
So all you effeminate men and all you people that's pumping up being effeminate, like Dwayne Wade and all these other folks, man, they making these little boys in the Boo-Foo Kings and Backdoria, man, y'all got a problem coming.
Y'all are trying to come out with fingernail polish for boys.
See, that's what I'm saying. They got all this debauchery and deviant behavior going on. And and we ain't got no real men to stand up to give to our daughters no more. They act and react just like women. They get mad, they want to pull out guns. They get mad, they want to jump on the women. They get mad, they want to stop working. They get mad and they crying and boo-hooing and sad like women. And then they go to jail, and next thing you know, they got fingernail polish on and rollers in their hair. They washing walls and drawers in the prison. They got cupcakes laid on their bed when they come back from being out there. You know, and they know what them cupcakes mean when they land on your bed when you go to prison. And then they get out of prison and they overcompensate by wanting to sleep with all these women to prove that they ain't backdooring. And they don't know they got HIV. They spreading HIV through all kind of mess because we didn't stay on top of our job. You got all these flamboyant men or male figures around here now. All these effeminate boys are walking around here now. Like was it him downstairs? Who is him? See, all that going, ain't nowhere in the world no 6-year-old will be a him downstairs. We got all these little boys growing up, man, and you can't tell them from the girls now. You got these young men that act like women now. From all this flamboyant stuff going on. Where we at, Hebrew?
We're going to head to 2nd Enoch.
Going to 2nd Enoch. It's on page
158.
158. Thank you, my brother. 2nd Enoch on page 158. 2nd Enoch on page. We're going to read 3 verses of scripture. We're going to read that 2nd Enoch 34. We're going to read 1 through 3. When you get in Hebrew, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, family. We still in volume 1,
Mhm.
2nd Enoch,
Right.
4. And it reads, "For I know the weakness of mankind."
Hold up, wait a minute.
Okay.
You in 34J? Go to
You
34J.
want to start from right here at the top? Or
Yeah,
right here?
yeah, no, start right there.
All right, got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, family, let's rock.
What do it say?
God convicts the persons who are idol worshippers and sodomite fornicators.
Uh-huh.
And for this reason, he bring down the flood upon them.
And he gonna bring down another flood, but this time this flood gonna be with fire. It ain't gonna be with no water. For all you effeminate sodomite fornicators.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
For I know the wickedness of mankind, how they have rejected my commandments,
Mm-hmm.
and they will not carry the yoke which I have placed on them.
Mm.
But they will cast off my yoke,
Uh-huh.
and they will accept a different yoke.
Right.
And they will so worthless seeds.
Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
See, we didn't cast off the yoke of being true sons of God, true godly men, and we want to play the background. Now we beta. We letting women take on some of our roles now. We didn't cast off the yoke of being the head of the house, being the priest of the house, being a watchman of the house, being a provider of the house, being a protector of the house, and now we play in the background now. Now our seed is worthless because they don't know what to do because they didn't see what to do. They don't see how to do it. We done brought about worthless seed now. They beta. They not alpha. They sure ain't sigma.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
Not fearing God and not worshiping me.
Right.
But they began to worship vain gods.
That's right.
And they renounced my uniqueness. And all the world would be reduced to confusion by iniquity and wickedness and abominable fornication.
That's right.
That is friend with friend in the anus.
What?
Friend with friend in the anus.
Uh-huh.
And every other kind of wicked uncleanness, which is disgusting to report.
See, right here. See, we all men. All men have gotten to this point. The majority of the men, man, it is sad what our little sisters got to pick from now. It's sad, man. All this stuff going on, man. Our grandkids got to grow up in this stuff. You mean to tell me my grandchildren got to deal with all this and it's gonna get worse? It's gonna get worse than this, y'all. He said every generation get worse and worse. He said the iniquity gonna abound because the love of many gonna wax cold. It's gonna be like as it was the days of Noah. Did you just see Noah said the men gonna be flamboyant, didn't it? Keep on reading.
And the worship of the evil one. And that is why I shall bring down the flood unto the earth.
That's right.
And I shall destroy everything. And the earth itself will collapse in great darkness.
And guess what? It's gonna be just like in the days of Noah. He's gonna bring down a flood, but it ain't gonna be no flood of, water. It's gonna be a flood, fire and the sword. Let's go back to the 66, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy, the 28. Deuteronomy, the 28. Deuteronomy, the 28. And we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna read one verse. We're gonna read verse 54, man. Y'all know what it say. I'm gonna read it again. I like reading it because this is what's going on today right here, though. Because a lot of the Sunday churches, they stop on the physical. But you know, we go into the emotional and spiritual aspects of the scripture. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. What do it say, man?
All right, family. So that the man that is tender among
Hold up. So that the man that is tender, meaning soft, delicate, weak, tender, delicate of flesh, weak of heart, timid, soft of words, tender, literally, figuratively, by implication, weak or faint-hearted. Now pick that up at the top and read it again.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
And what else?
And toward the wife of his bosom. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
You see that? His eyes evil toward his brother. They get to argue. He react and he lash out of emotion and kill or stab somebody. He gets scared and tired of taking care of all the bills and being the head. He leave his wife and his children because he's weak, he tender, and he delicate. See, it's pressure. It's pressure being the man. It's pressure being the leader. It's pressure being the teacher. It's pressure being a protector. It's pressure being a provider. It's pressure being the spiritual head. It's pressure. But if you weak, if you tenderhearted, if you effeminate, if you're always crying, if you're always sobbing, if you're always giving the negative feelings and emotions and not a man of warfare and of prayer, you're going to be tenderhearted and effeminate. It's pressure, bro. So a lot of y'all jokers ask to be mad. Y'all probably don't need to be mad. See, it's pressure when you got a rebellious wife. You got to try to get her back in line with the scriptures. That's pressure right there. It's pressure when you got a rebellious child and you got to make decisions on what you're going to do and how. That's pressure, man. A week back ain't going to be able to deal with it. Mm-hmm. And still got to go to work. Mm-hmm. Still got to pay bills. Yep. Still got to get in your word. And you got all this other stuff. Still got to cut yard, keep cars fixed, and all this other stuff. And you still got to deal with the pressure. See, these jokers ain't built for it, bro. A lot of these jokers just not built for that. See, a lot of people say they don't need no man. Well, look, I'm going to bow on everything you say you don't need me for. You take care of it. But guess what? Well, they ain't built for it, bro. They not built for it. See, when you say you a man, especially a man of Yah, bro, it's pressure. Go to that shit rocket 2. Go to shit rocket 2. Go to shit rocket 2. It's pressure. Shit rocket 2, man. Shit rocket 2. Started at verse 1.
Mm-hmm. Shit rocket 2, family. My son.
My who?
My son.
Uh-huh.
If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Verse 2, what do it say?
Set thy heart aright and constantly.
See, it's going to be a constant pressure. You got to set your heart. You got to get your mind ready, partner. You got a woman that's giving over to negative emotions, a woman that's looking for you for guidance, a woman that's looking to you for protection, a woman that's looking to you for provision, a woman that needs you to show her the ways of the most. You got to set your mind all right. Then you got the world trying to kill you out there on top of that. My son, if thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You ain't got time to be effeminate and soft, partner. You ain't got no time to be falling in the background. You ain't got no time not to be assertive. Your whole demeanor do you know why most men get more raises and move higher in society than women do? Because they have to be assertive. They have to be disagreeable. You ain't got no time. You better set your heart right. Pick it up at that 1 and read that 1 and 2 again, bro.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare for thy soul for temptation.
Yes, sir.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
And that's all I want. When the time of trouble comes, man, you can't be running like no sissy. You can't be crying like no girl. Right. You can't be distraught in the mind like you don't know what's going on or what to do. And make not haste in times of trouble. They're going to be looking to you, partner, to lead them in the right way, to take them across the finish line. They looking to you, man. You not be looking at her, baby, what we going to do? She going to be looking like you crazy. Isaiah the 3, man. Isaiah the 3. Isaiah the 3. It's too much jelly backing going on around here. It's too much of it. It is sickening. It's sickening, man. I've been managing people for almost over 30 years now. Almost 30 years I've been managing people. And I'm telling you, man, the pool of not only technical knowledge or just skill sets, I'm trying to say, but just the critical thinking skills of the men is shot to the curb. They critical thinking skill ain't even there no more. Ain't even there. And they got the magic phone in their hand, can Google or AI anything. But they're too busy TikToking, Facebooking, and PlayStation and Xbox. You can get some critical skill learned right here off your phone, can't you, man? They don't even want to do that. Isaiah 3, 9 through 15, bro. What do it say?
Isaiah, family, chapter 3, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The show of their countenance doth witness against them.
That's right. Look at him. He don't even look like a sissy. Go ahead.
And they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not.
They don't even hide it no more. Go ahead.
Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Say yea to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing.
Yes, sir.
Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. As for my people, children are their children are their oppressors, and women rule over
now
them.
You see, he included the backdoorian into the oppressor, because the women are raising the men, the boys, and they backdoorian. The women, and I tell the women all the time, y'all complain about ain't no good men. Hell, y'all the one been raising for the last 5 or 6 generations. Did he say as Sodom? Yep. Then he started going talking about the women and the children being oppressors and ruling over. Y'all the one. What? Let me be quiet. Go ahead, man.
Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to earth.
Who lead them? The children lead them, not them to say. Now the children is leading the household, the backdoorian and the effeminate boys acting and thinking like and reacting like women are leading the household. They the oppressors. And the women, yeah, baby. Instead of putting a foot 10 toes up in their rear end. Or letting the daddy have them when they turn a certain age so he can raise them to be a man. And that's another thing. Y'all sisters stop using these children as weapons against the father. Y'all weaponizing y'all own children and don't know how much damage y'all doing to them. Mama's talking about the daddy when daddy got him. The daddy talking about the mama when he got him. And y'all weaponizing y'all children. And don't know why they so messed up in the head. Shut your ass up. Tend the child while you got him. Stop talking about the other parent. Do what you got to do. Raise them like you need to raise them. And stop talking about each other behind each other's back. And maybe your kids will do better. But I see all this weaponization of the children. Your daddy want SI, sugar honey iced tea, and you ain't going to be sugar honey iced tea because you act just like. Yeah, your mama, she want this, and your mama want that. Don't be a whore like your mama. All this stuff going on in Israelite house. Don't play like y'all don't know it's been going on. Weaponizing the children, and y'all wonder why the children are screwed up. Then they go out and they have children, their children screwed up. Now you got retarded grandkids. And you wonder what's wrong with the grandkids now. But you was crazy. That had 15, 20 different men that had babies by them, got defragmented DNA in you. That had all this fragmented DNA in you that became part of your DNA. Then when you get pregnant with somebody else and then have another child, he got all this fragmented DNA in him. Then you wonder why he retarded. Stop. You wonder why your son is 6 years old talking about him down staff. Finish out, bro.
O my people, they which lead thee to cause thee to err,
Mm-hmm.
and destroy the way of thy path.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people.
He gonna enter in judgment with who?
The ancients of
Oh,
his people.
the elder people. On the way these kids is, and the way these families is, he gonna get the old ancients, the elders, for all this happen. He gonna enter into judgment with the ancients of the people. Y'all thought I was lying, didn't you? He gonna get y'all, man. He gonna get y'all for the way these kids have turned out, the way these men and these so-called men and boys have turned out, the way these young girls have turned out. He gonna get y'all. Other scriptures say that the children gonna be witness against their parents of adulterous beds. See, you done went out and did all this loose legging, and you wondering why all this stuff happening to you. You done did all this loose legging and wondering why your kids is jacked up. You done did all this loose legging and wonder why seed time and harvesting came. Go ahead and finish it out, bro.
Mm-hmm. And the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up. Okay. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard.
Yes, sir.
The spoil of the poor is in your house. What mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor?
Right.
Saith the Lord God of hosts.
Said the Lord God of hosts. Let's move on. Let's go to Sirach the 29. We moving on. Sirach the 29. Let me pull it up in the room for the people who ain't got it. They didn't wonder why everything. Oh, there's something wrong with these kids. They yours. Well, you know, little Ray, he ain't all there. We just have to look over it. Well, you had a hand in it. Huh? What you got, bro?
19.
Where you at? What I tell you? 29?
Sirach 29.
Oh, my bad, bro. You right. Keep me straight now.
I got you.
Sirach the 19. My brother got me faded over here. Appreciate you keep me straight, bro. I get kind of worked up sometimes. Then you know I had to go get my eyes checked again because these ain't my good glasses. I'm leaning in a little bit more. So I had to go get me some new glasses that ain't came in yet. So keep me straight. Sirach the 19, verse 29. Well, I said Sirach 29 then. Sirach 19 and 29. We're gonna read two verses of script, 29 and 30. What do it say?
Okay, fam. Sirach 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his looks, and one that hath understanding by his countenance.
Right.
When thou meetest.
Now he said, a man may be known by his looks. Now when you see a joker coming in, and every time you turn around, he got to have a Louis Vuitton bag, he got to have on purple and high heel boots, and lifters in his shoes, and pink suits on, and got to have gold and big rings up. Man, that tell you a lot about a man. You understand what I'm saying? And one that have understanding by his countenance. What do the next verse say?
A man's attire and accepted laughter and
gait
show what he is.
Man, you can tell how a joker be walking. Gait is how a man or a person walk. Man, when you see a woman almost throwing her hips out of socket trying to walk, that tell you a lot about her. When you see a man switching and walking with little steps, that tell you a lot about him, don't it? A man's attire and the way he walk and excessive laughter show you what he is. You ain't got to ask too many questions. Just stand over there and look, observe. So when these girls bring these boys to y'all doorstep to meet their parents, man, y'all need to be eyeballing him up and down. Joe got his pants hanging off his rear end, switching and swatching, talking with a list, and all that. Watching how he hold his hand. Do he flop his hands down? Hey, it's something gonna show. A man may be known by his look. I'm telling you. And look, his excessive laughter and gait show what he is. The way he walk. Man, watch that joke. He walking out your house, walking toward that car. Better watch it. He got a little hitch in his giddy up, something going on. Might have one of them plugs up in there. Huh? I'm gonna keep it 1,000 now. Let's where we going now, bro?
Proverbs.
Hold on, let me pull this back up in the room. Oh, we going on a new slide. Okay, let me get this up because we kind of switching gears now. Proverbs, talking about the objective versus self-objective assessment. Because see, somebody got to pick you too. You think you doing all the picking. Just because the person you picked don't mean there's gonna be the person to pick you. And you got to be real about what you bring to the table as far as what this person may want or not want. Because you look, see, subjective. And this is what I got to make my young sisters. I want to drill this in for my young sisters. I ain't worried about these older sisters because they pretty much, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. When you're in a discussion with a man is picking out what is objective and subjective to you. If I say these are oranges, I'm making an observation, correct? Okay. Don't reply back, I like oranges. I didn't ask you if you like oranges. I'm making an observation that this is an orange. I'm not asking if you like oranges because every time you bring out something that's objective, the first thing out of most female, well, I'm not like, if I say most women are short, well, I'm tall. I didn't ask you, was you tall? I'm just making an observation that most women are tall. You see what I'm saying? Or most women are short. Well, I'm tall. I don't care. I'm giving you a general knowledge of what the discussion is going to be. So when I go into something, you'll understand, you'll be able to follow me. But they personalize everything. That's subjective. That's not objective. Okay? Right. Objective meaning is based on facts and can be verified, while subjective meaning is based on personal opinions, feelings, and interpretations. An objective statement is true or false regardless of the individual's perspective, while a subjective statement reflects a person's viewpoint. Objective reality refers to a reality that exists independently of individual minds, perceptions, while subjective reality is shaped by a person's personal experiences, feelings, and interpretations. Essentially, objective reality is the external world, while subjective reality is the internal world of individual consciousness. Now, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Proverbs, the 16. Let me get there. Proverbs, the 16 and verse 18. Yes, when you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, family. Proverbs 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
So pride see, when you think you somebody, and when you think you can't be told nothing, showed nothing, admonished or corrected, that is subjective. That's not reality. Reality, if you go against the commandments of God or you show a prideful spirit, just like Satan. Satan's subjective reality told him that Adam was the reason he got kicked out of the Shamayim. That was real to him. But the factual objective matter was that he was told to bow to the image of Yah, and he refused it 3 times. So instead of saying, I did that, he said, I didn't want to do that. And the reason why I didn't want to do that, because of him. This is where stuff gets off the rails in marriage. You can't stick to the point. All you want to do is go off your feelings. That's subjective. What is the fact of the matter, though? I'm not asking you how you feel. I'm not asking you what's your anecdotal experience. I'm asking you, is this what we're talking about? Well, if this is what we're talking about, we got to stay on point to get this resolved. Because we can keep on deflecting and going off what you feel like, because he thought because he was first that he didn't have to bow to something that was created after him. That don't mean because you the wife or you the husband that you can't be subject to correction. You see what I'm saying, brother? Pride goes before destruction. Haughtiness before fall. Is that what it say? Yep. Let's go to the next place. Isaiah the 2. Where we at? Ain't that where we at?
Isaiah 2.
Isaiah the 2, man. And we're going to pick it up at 11 and 12. What do it say?
All right, family. Isaiah 2, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
The lofty looks of a man shall be humbled,
Mm-hmm.
and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day.
That's right.
For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty,
right,
and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
So this is what I'm saying about being subject. See, most of the time your emotions are subjected to your own anecdotal experience. But instead of that, won't you deal with what need to be dealt with in reality, in fact, and matter, and logic, and running through the scriptures? That solve a whole plethora of problems. Mm-hmm. But instead, I'm gonna tell you something. Anger is pride. Sometimes, I mean, it's just such thing as righteous anger. But I'm talking about in worldly situations, it be pride. Sadness is pride. These are all forms of pride. Sarcasm is pride. Denial is pride. And all these things, when it comes to the marriage situation, we put all these extra factors in there, different forms of pride in there, and we can't never get past what really happened, what really needs to be done to resolve what really need to be resolved. Because we got denial, arrogancy, we got sadness, we got anger. And we still ain't got to the root of the cause of the problem. Instead of being objective, we subjective. Do that make sense, bro?
Yes, it does.
And he said, man, I'm going to deal with all these proud and lofty people. These ones that don't want to hear the script, don't want to run it through the script, don't want to hear when somebody trying to get them the script. I'm going to deal with you in the end. Romans 12, bro. Romans 12. Mm-hmm. Romans 12, we're going to pick it up at the 2 and the 3. Romans 12, chapters 2, verses 2 and 3. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, family, Romans 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think,
right?
But to think soberly according as God hath dealt to every man that measure of faith.
See, you got to think soberly as the measure of God has been given unto you, and the only way you can do it is through the scripts, through the word of God. You can't think about all your feelings of remorse and anger and sadness and sarcasm and dissimulation. You got to deal with it by the renewing of your mind. The only way you can do that is through the scriptures. The scriptures answer everything, run everything, filter everything. Like I told my little bro, we got to filter everything through the scriptures. I don't care what it is. If it's something going on in the bedroom, filter it through the scriptures. If it's something going on in the finances, filter it through the scriptures. If it's something going on with the children, filter through the scriptures. If something going on with the body, filter it through the scriptures. If it's something going on in the family, filter it through the scriptures. And be sober-minded through the scriptures, my brother.
Yes, sir.
2 Corinthians, the 10. Don't be thinking yourself more highly than you ought to think of yourself now. 2 Corinthians 10. Read that 12 and 13. What do it say, bro?
Okay, family. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12. For we dare not to make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves.
That's right.
But they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise.
See, all that education, all that money, all that status, y'all think y'all something, don't you? And can't nobody tell you nothing, can't hit you in the ass with a red eye. You You measure yourself amongst yourself, man. You think you somebody. And can't nobody tell you nothing. You measure yourself amongst yourself, man. And it says, but we dare not make ourselves a number or compare ourselves with some of them that commend themselves. But they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves among themselves. They are not wise. Read the next verse. What do it say?
13.
Uh-huh.
But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which God hath distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you.
See, I only go outside when I know. And I tell my young brothers, man, just teach what you know. You ain't got to try to be all fantastical and all inspiring. Because get what? Like me and my little brother were talking this morning. He called out Lane about, said, man, look. He said, T, keep doing what you're doing. You talked this years ago, and I'm just, me and my real just got a revelation on it, man. Guess what? It may not have been for then, but guess what? Sooner or later, they open to the Ruach and the Spirit dealing with, they gonna get it. He said, man, I don't care what nobody say. Man, do what you do. Sometimes you may not think folks is getting it. Sometimes you don't care if they get it or you wonder if they get it, but guess what? It may not be for everybody at that time. It may be somebody might get it sometime. People might get it all the time. Some people may not never get into the Ruach deal with it. But guess what, man? You do what you do. And don't worry about who they comparing you to or who they ain't comparing you to, how big your class is, how small your class is. If one person gets salvation out of the 20 years I've been doing this here, if one person can get into the kingdom, I'm good. If one marriage can be saved, if one marriage can start out on the right foot, I'm straight. I don't need no accolades. I don't need all that. Man, look, all I want to hear is, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Enter into thy rest. That's all I want to hear. Mm-hmm. Jeremiah cried at the gate for 23 years. They killed him. Isaiah cried, brother, at the gate, and they sawed him in half. Yeshua came, left heaven, and they put him on the cross. Who do I think I am? If I could just get one. If I can get one person, one couple, change one mindset to do a trickle down effect on down the road, I'm straight. I told my real when I got on the phone with my little brother tomorrow, I said, well, one thing for certain, two for sure. I know I left seed in this earth with my son and with my little brother. They gonna take it on down the line. So, hey, I'm straight. One thing for certain, two for sure. I know I got two somebodies that when he snapped breath, they gonna take it down the line. So I did my job. So if he take me today, it's well with my soul. Let's go to the next play. Fair exchange and no robbery. What you bring to the table, brother? What you bring to the table, sister? You see the scales are sometimes unbalanced. You see the brother, he's heavier than the sister, so he carry more weight. But when you look at her heart and you look at his brain, the scales is balanced. It got to be fair exchange, no robbery. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, adding value to others occurs at the intersection of someone's need and our ability to meet the need. Do I need to read that again? Ultimately, adding value to others occurs at the intersection of somebody needs something and you will have the ability to meet the need. I don't care if it's sex, if it's money, if it's encouragement, admonishment, whatever it is. It got to be a fair exchange and no robbery. Even seemingly insignificant moments of encouragement or affirmation can have a drastic effect on others. Yeah, brother, you hold the lion's share of the teaching and guiding, leading, providing, protecting, but she hold the lion's share of the nurturing and building up and supporting. Mm-hmm. It ought to balance it out, don't it? even though you may be physically and mentally and financially more responsible. So, sister, y'all got to play catch up and be all that much more nurturing and supportive to balance the scale. Do that make sense, my brother?
Yes, it does.
Let's go to Sirach at 12. Let me pull it up in the room. Let's go to Sirach at 12. Let me get it pulled up in the room. Sirach at 12. We're gonna read that 1 through 4, bro.
Okay.
Let me get it. Hold on. Sirach at 12. And we're gonna read verses 1 through 4. Is that what you got, my brother?
Yes, sir.
All right. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, fam. Book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 1 through 4.
Uh-huh.
When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it.
Uh-huh.
So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefit.
And that's fair exchange, no robbery. And if you're gonna be thanked for your benefit, it ought to be some appreciation whichever way it's going. You understand what I'm saying? Don't see if you got a rebellious ass wife, I won't be doing nothing for it. You get it how you live. I gotta come home, be hungry every day. I got to go home. I got to go to bed with 3 legs every night. Huh? If I got to go to bed with 3 legs every night, can't get no food, and then I got to come home and argue with you the whole time I'm here, I'm not doing nothing for you. I got to go to bed with 3 legs every night. And then I got to go out there in the world and fight temptation. You understand what I'm saying? I'm hungry, I'm frustrated, and then I got to come home and argue with you. You looking for me to do something for you. I wish the hell I might. Then you got these brothers, you ain't working, she working, she got to come home and cook. Laundry baskets piled up, ain't clothes are dirty, ain't no food on stove. Look, what we gonna do something tonight, baby? Hell no. She been out working all day. You sitting at home with your rear end, ain't cooked, ain't clean, ain't picked the kids up from school, ain't did nothing, yard need cutting, flower dead. I don't blame her. I wouldn't do nothing with your butt either. She sure ain't turned on, baby. You got Cheetos all over the remote control, been eating Cheetos all day, sitting on crumbs all on the table. I wouldn't do nothing with your butt either. Go on, finish it out, bro.
2. Do good to the godly man.
Do good to the who? What kind of man?
To the godly man.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt find a recompense.
And
if not from him, yet from the Most High.
That's right. Go ahead.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
That's right.
Nor to him that giveth no alms.
That's right.
Give to the godly man and help not a sinner.
And do what?
Help not a
I'm
sinner.
not doing nothing for you. I don't care if you is my wife. You a sinner. I'm not doing nothing. Baby, can we go out and eat? Hell no. There's some pots of pan, refrigerator full of food in there. Deep freeze, got meat, got all the meat out there that got frostbite on it. You ain't cooking it. Now I gotta go throw all the food where I bought for nothing. I ain't taking you nowhere. Where we at, bro?
We're going to Romans.
Let's go to Rome. You know, we go out to eat. Man, I wish I might. All my food spoiled out and spend all my money on. We talking about going out to eat. Better get your butt in and wrap them pots and pans, man. We going to Romans. What we going to Romans 13? All right, flip back, family, to Romans 13. And we going to pick it up. We going to pick it up and see. We almost through. We ain't got but a few more left. We out of here for today. Romans 13, verse 6. We're going to read 6 through 13, bro. Yes, when you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, family. Romans 13, verse 6.
What do it say?
For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing.
Now, you talking about the leaders and the people who teach all the, sometimes throw them a few shekels or whatever, but we ain't trying to get it. I'm just proving the point. The ones in leadership need to be treated like they in leadership. Because the man of the house, he the watchman, ain't he? The man of the house, he the teacher, ain't he? Keep on reading.
Render therefore to all their dues.
Mm-hmm.
Tribute to whom tribute is due.
Uh-huh.
Custom to whom custom. Custom to whom custom.
Mm-hmm.
Fear to whom fear.
Mm-hmm.
Honor to whom honor.
Now, sister, y'all know what that means. He said, wives, love your husband or submit to your husband as unto God. Right? So you should have no problem giving honor to whom honor is due. Brother, he said, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Right? Well, you should have no problem giving custom to whom custom is due. Go ahead and read.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no man anything.
Right.
But to love one another.
That's right, brother.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Have fulfilled the law. Love the Lord thy God with all the heart, mind, body, and soul, and to love your neighbor as yourself. Under these two hang all the law and the prophet. If I treat my wife better than I treat myself, ain't I'm loving God with all my heart, body, and soul by being obedient? Man, I done completed the whole law. Same revert with the woman. I done completed the whole law. Not about what I want, what I need to do, and what I've been called to do as a man, as a husband, as a father, as a leader, and a teacher. Go ahead.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery.
So sister, you can't be out there loose legging, brother. You can't be out there loose legging. Because if you're going to keep the law and with your spouse, you cannot commit adultery. Continue to read.
Thou shalt not kill.
And you can't murder them with your mouth. You can't dog them with your mouth. You can't character assassinate them with your mouth. You can't be talking to mom and dad about your wife or mom and dad about your husband. You can't call up Sister Sally Mae and tell her how your husband ain't sugar, honey, iced. Thou shalt not kill. Continue to read.
Mm-mm. Thou shalt not steal.
And you can't steal. You got to give due benevolence when due benevolence is due.
Mm-hmm.
You defraud stealing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So you can't steal against your spouse, brother or sister. When it's time to flap skin, it's just time to flap skin. You can't steal, you stealing. Am I lying, brother? Do we need to read that Leviticus 19, that 1 Corinthians 7 to prove our point? Am I lying?
Let's do it anyway.
1 Corinthians, hold your marker here. You stealing. Let's go to, we're going to do it like this here, like we did it a little while ago. Go to 1 Corinthians 19. Okay. Go to Leviticus 19 first. Go to Leviticus 19. We're going to do it like we did today. Go to Leviticus 19. Y'all stealing. Y'all been stealing. Yeah, I'm tired. Well, I'm tired of paying bills, damn. I'm tired of protecting you. I'm tired of getting up in the middle of the night praying with you, praying for you. But you ain't got no problem waking me up in the middle of the night talking. You ain't tired when I had to get up in the middle of the night and go to work. You ain't tired in the middle of the night when you gonna tell me to go check the door. When it's time to flap skin, it's time to flap skin. Simply plain, I'm just saying. Leviticus 19. Leviticus 19, bro. Leviticus 19 and 13, what do it say?
Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor.
Uh-huh.
Neighbor rob him, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning.
I take care of you in the morning time. I take care of you tomorrow, and then you get tomorrow. I'm tired. My head hurts. Well, damn, you just told me. You know what I'm saying? All night. I went to bed with 3 legs now. And you told me you gonna take care of me today. Now the day that came, now I got another go to bed with another 3 legs. Well, damn. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 7. Y'all hold y'all mark in that wrong. We coming back. What I tell you, bro?
1 Corinthians
7. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 7. Let me get there. They said don't defraud your neighbor. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now pick it up. Pick it up at the 1, then we'll read down into that 5. That way they'll understand fully what we talking about.
Okay, found
What do it
1 Corinthians 7.
What do it say?
Now concerning the things whereof you wrote unto me. It is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own
Now,
husband.
it said don't commit adultery in that Roman. Read it. Then it said don't kill. Then it said don't steal. Now we dealing with the stealing part now. Okay. It said let every man have his wife and every wife have a husband, right? Now so we know what we're talking about because of fornication. So we know what we're talking about, flapping skin. All right, go ahead.
Let the husband render unto the wife benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Keep reading.
The wife hath not power of her own body.
I'm tired. Go ahead.
But the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife.
So, brother, hey, sister, get a little hot in the rear end now. You got to come on with it too. Huh?
Yes,
you may not feel like it.
Yes, sir.
But hey, guess what? You got to bring it. You got to bring that thunder. And you can't go in there half stepping now because you may not get that opportunity too many times. So you go in there half stepping now. You got to bring the thunder down. You got to, hey, I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
1,000, baby.
You she asked you for it, then you over there. You just, no, bring it like you want it. Make her want to ask you again. Keep on reading, brother.
5. Defraud.
Oh, wait a minute. Leviticus 19. Defraud not your name. Ain't defraud means steal, right? Oh. Keep reading.
Defraud ye not one the other, except it shall be consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not, for your incontinency.
For your lack of self-control, y'all need to hurry up and get back together for Satan coming in, you know what I'm saying? And the work husband and the work wife coming in and drawers be on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Go back to that Romans, bro, and finish that out. Go back to that Romans.
What verse was I on?
Man, I forgot. Start around at where you in Romans.
Let's go back to 8.
Go ahead.
All right, we'll go back to 8.
That's right. Now we was at don't steal. We was at thou shalt not steal. Go to that 9.
All right, got you.
Start at the top of that 9.
All right. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
See, when y'all get to arguing all them false accusations, y'all get to naming names and calling names and making up stuff and pulling up stuff from 5 years ago that you said you forgave for and all that. False witness. This going on in marriages. False accusation. You lying. And you know you lying. Because you trying to come up with a defense mechanism to get him off or get her off your ass. So you can shut them down. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying.
What did it say?
Namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And if you got love for your husband, love for your wife, you ain't going to treat them bad because you ain't going to treat yourself bad. You see what I'm saying, brother? Do that make sense?
Yep.
Keep on reading.
10. Love worketh no ill. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
That's right.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
That's right.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Come on now.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
And that's what my little brother hit real. That lesson they did, that would have, man, it's time to come up out that mess, man. All this arguing and fighting and stealing and killing and adultery and fornicating and all this smart mouthing toward one another. It's time for us to come out of that, man. Because, man, look, salvation on the line now. You in the holy covenant. Finish that out, bro.
The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
That's right.
Let us walk honestly as in the day.
And let's deal honestly with one another. We ain't got to, why we got to be so afraid of each other? We got to lie to each other if it ain't pride and ego. Go ahead, bro.
Not in rioting and drunkenness. Not in chambering or wantonness.
See, all that. See, a lot of y'all be having these arguments because when y'all high and drunk. See, yeah, go sleep it off. A lot of that stuff, y'all, some of y'all, matter of fact, I'm gonna go and keep it one thing. Some of y'all need to stop drinking and smoking weed, man. It ain't doing you no favors in your marriage. Or you trying to pick a mate. It just ain't doing you no. I know you will look, but some of y'all gonna have to stop. Because it ain't doing you no good. She can't cook because she always sleep. You can't work because you always sleeping high and drunk. Then next thing you know, you're hard. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Not in strife and envying.
That's it. Not in strife and envy, but we ain't gonna deal with that on a later tip. Where we at now? Let's go to Deuteronomy 22. Going back to Deuteronomy. Come out fair exchange, no robbery, man. Deuteronomy 22. We gonna pick it up. We gonna pick it up at the 28. We're gonna read 28, 20. Y'all hang with us, man. This is the last slide, so we whatever scripture's gonna slide is all we got left. We're gonna hit today. Deuteronomy 22, and we're gonna pick it up at 28 through 29. When you get ready to read, go ahead.
All right, family. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
Now, I want to tell you, all you sorry joker looking for a wife, y'all got 50 shekels of silver in y'all pocket to give to the family when you go. I know a lot of all this premarital sex, a lot of y'all be broke. No, you ain't got 2 nickels to rub, let alone 50 shekels of silver every time you humble one of these sisters out here. It was a fair exchange. You took somebody out the household, you understand, and took her over your household. When she was a virgin woman, she was earning money and working and stuff too. You understand what I'm saying? But you took that worker out the field, out the father house, so you had to pay for that. It was fair exchange, no robbery. I'm taking your daughter out and humble your daughter. She mine now. Whatever she doing, she gonna be doing for me and mine, and she gonna be working in my house and serving me. But so I'm taking away from your house. Here go 50 shekels of silver. But guess what? She had to be a virgin. Some of y'all wouldn't get no money. Some of y'all sisters, y'all ain't no virgin. Y'all ain't been a virgin in a long time. Can I keep it 1,000?
Always.
Notice not the man never had to be a virgin. You ain't had no word about what a man had to be a virgin. But it was a price to pay for a virgin, right? I wonder why that is. So, y'all don't get mad at me. I know you mad. I don't care. But it's just what it is. It's got to be fair exchange. What am I getting for my trouble for bringing this woman into my house? Is it fair exchange, no robbery, or I'm coming up with the short end of the stick? Go ahead, bro.
And she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her.
He have done what?
Humbled her.
You have been dominated. We talked about that last week. You've been dominated 4-5 ways when you let a man enter into your body. Especially if you get pregnant. You have been dominated. Some of y'all been dominated by too many men. Go ahead.
He may not put her away all his days.
Right. He may not put her away all his days. Hey, look, bro, when you get into, we're going to talk about this in the last part of this series. Next time y'all see me about the Holy Covenant. We're going to dig into this Holy Covenant between man and woman. You can't put her away. When you found her out there at the club, when you found her out there at the grocery store, and y'all decided to lay down, she didn't holler out. That means she consented to the sexual act, and you didn't got down on one knee, you understand, and took her. So now you can't leave this woman, man. Women hold the key to sex, men hold the key to relationship. You can't put her away unless she go out and fornicate and adulterate. You understand? That's it. Exodus to 12. Exodus to 12, and we're going to read one verse of scripture. Exodus to 12, we're going to read verse 22, Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Exodus 12, family, verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of this house.
I don't even know why I put that in there. I don't know why I put that scripture in there, man. We're gonna scratch that. I think I wanted something else, and I put the wrong scripture in there, man. I don't even know why I put that scripture in there, man. But it's all right. Let's go jump to Sirach. I'm sorry, fam. I don't know. I had something in mind, but I can't remember what I had in mind. I ain't got my notes written down. So I don't know why I put that script in there, but it'll probably come to me after I get off the line. Oh, man, I need to call everybody back on. Nah. Sirach, the 26th. The Sirach, the 26th. Let me get it pulled up in the room. Sirach, the 26th, man. And we're going to what verse, bro?
Verse 1.
Verse 1, yeah. That's right. Yeah, we're going to do skip. We're going to do a little skipping, family. And here we go. What do it say?
All right, family. Sirach 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
And so we talked about who could find a virtuous woman last week. They ain't just laying around like so many nickels and dimes on the corner. You understand what I'm saying? But he said, you blessed if you can find a virtuous wife. Because it ain't that many out there. Go ahead.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
See that? I ain't got time to come home arguing with you every day, fussing and fighting with you every day. He said he gonna fulfill his years of his life in peace. It ain't nothing like coming home to a peaceful house, man. All that railing and fussing and fighting. Oh, man. Why? That's why he stay out at the bars all night or stay at work all night. He'd rather do that than come home to you. But I'm almost saying something. Go ahead.
A good wife is a good portion, which be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
And so if you ain't got a good wife, because you don't fear the Lord either. Because the book even go tell you, even in this very chapter, says a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. So if you ain't fearing the Lord and walking in the things of God, then then when your wife acting crazy, you know why. Where we at, bro? Skip down to 13. Let me move it up in the room for the people. Go ahead.
13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
That's right.
And her discretion will fan his bones.
See, she ain't all time running her mouth on the phone and in everybody's business. She's very discreet. And she very quiet, and she very meek, and it's gonna fatten his bones. Now you can't fatten his bones if he eating Chick-fil-A every day, sister. You gonna fatten his bones the wrong way. That brother needs some nutrients. You understand? He ain't just talking about spiritually. He talking about physically too. Go ahead.
A silent and loving woman is
who? Or what kind of woman?
A silent.
Shut up.
And loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
See, if you got a loud, contentious, big mouth, nagging, dare I say, bitching wife, then she ain't a gift from the Lord. You got somebody else's gift. You ain't got the gift God wanted you to have. Go ahead, because the book tell you, it says in several scriptures, it's better to dwell in the rooftop, in the corner of the house, than with a nagging woman, man. He said, I'd rather dwell in the cave with a lion and a fire-breathing dragon than keep house with a contentious woman. Be quiet, man. Learn. The book say practice don't being quiet, don't. Learn to keep your mouth closed, especially when you ain't got nothing good to say. If you ain't talking about the word of the Lord, I don't even know why neither one of y'all talk. Go ahead.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued.
And her continent mind, content mind, cannot be valued. Skip down to 23. Let me roll it up in the room. Read that 23 through 26.
A wicked woman is given a portion to a wicked man.
See, there it is. If you got a wicked wife, your wife wicked, your ass must be wicked too. Go ahead.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
That's right.
A dishonest woman contented, is that contented shame?
Go ahead.
But an honest woman will reverence her husband.
See, if you're a real honest woman, you ain't gonna be going around talking about your husband doing deceit and backbiting and backstabbing your husband. So then the book laying out the criteria about the virtuous woman again, ain't in its Sirach, just like it did in that Proverbs 31. It's laying out the criteria for a righteous, virtuous woman. Go ahead.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
What's a female dog called? Huh? A shameless woman. So when these sisters out here, why he calling her that? Why? Come on, man. Look how she dressed. Look how she act. Look how she talk. He ain't said nothing God ain't said. See, the hard conversation, the hard real truality, when it start hitting you in your face through these scriptures. See, don't nobody want to have the hard conversation. Like I said before, don't nobody want to get comfortable at being uncomfortable. He said, man, you a shameless, you a dog, a female dog to the Most High. Read that verse again.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Most High.
Come on, bro. Read that 26.
A woman that honors her husband shall be judged wise of all. But she that dishonors him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all.
See, that when we talking about that pride, don't let it make you slip. Don't let it make you say, do, or think something that you ain't got no business in the Most High see, and them angels taking up there at 6 o'clock at night. Don't see, you got to be saved through childbearing and submission. That's your pathway to the kingdom. You better watch it. You better watch it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Let me get it pulled back up, man. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. We're going to 2 Corinthians, bro.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna read one verse. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people. Don't wait on me.
All right, family. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 14.
What do it say?
Behold, the 1/3 time I am ready to come to you, and I will not be burdensome to you. For I seek not yours, but you. For the children ought not to lay up for the parents, but the parents for the children.
Right. So look, brother, you supposed to be having enough money. When you cash out of here, you leave something back. You ought to be working every day for the children. You shouldn't be wearing new watches and new shoes and Air Jordans, and the kids running around here looking throw it away. The kids ain't got no business putting up money for you. You need to be putting up money for your parents. I mean, the parents need to be putting up money for the children. I ain't talking about taking care of grown Negroes. Don't get me wrong now. But that's what we were saying earlier in the lesson, man. Y'all got to get out here and get it, man. Y'all got to get it out the mud, man, so y'all can provide for this woman, provide for these children, and give them a sustainable, nice, I don't want to say nice, but at least give them the things they need, and probably try to give them some of the stuff that they want. But you got to at least give them what they need: food, clothing, and shelter. You know what I'm saying? Kids ain't got no business laying up money for you. You supposed to lay up money for them. The book tell you in Proverbs that a good man leaving an inheritance for his children's children. How you gonna do that if you got Cheetos on your hand and playing a PlayStation game all day? 1 Timothy, man. 1 Timothy. This is the last one for the day, family. We want to thank y'all for hanging in with us. You understand? And being a part of this broadcast today. Thank y'all. I hope y'all got some wisdom, some understanding out of the scriptures. Let me stop the screen sharing. Then let me get that brew. 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy, right?
Yes, sir.
And we go on to chapter 5. Let me get in there. Page, there we go. 1 Timothy. And we go on to chapter 5. And we're going to pick it up at verse 8, then we're going to skip down. What do it say?
1 Timothy, family, chapter 5, verse 8.
What do it say?
But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel.
Man, you sorry. You worse than the infidel. You worse than a non-believer, man. If you don't provide for your family, your wife, and your children, you basically, if you don't, the Bible say in other verses that you didn't disown the faith and your family, man. Mm-hmm. Skip down, bro, and read that 14 and 15. What do it say?
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
I would therefore, I would therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guard the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
We already talked about that, but go ahead and read.
For some are already turned aside after Satan.
And some of them have already turned aside after Hashatan. That's the lesson, family, Arrested Development Part 4. What value do you bring to a marriage, fair exchange, and no robbery? So want to thank y'all once again for tuning in. All the brothers and sisters, man, who are part of this ministry, whether you faithfully watch these lessons, whether you faithfully support this ministry through your prayers, through your sharing of the videos, or through monetary. We want to say from the bottom of our heart, I speak for all the brothers and sisters at the Order of Melchizedek. We thank y'all, and we can't thank y'all enough for what y'all do for this ministry. I promise you, the brews and the sheep brews is out there right now. They out there right now. We in here doing this work, but we got brews and sheep brews right down on the street right now, feeding the homeless right now as we speak. I got my brother Elder Zayas and his wife came out and picked up me and this brew contribution to it, and talk to other elder, Nicole, the brothers and sisters out there right now feeding them homeless people. So y'all money is not, and y'all prayers and everything is not going in vain. Matter of fact, got the flyer. Let me see if I can share this flyer. Hold on, family. Let me see if I can share this flyer, because Bruce sent me this flyer today. Let me see if I can share it. Hold on, family. Just give me 1 minute. I want to share this flyer from this brother. Yeah, I think his reel put together. So like I told her, it was awesome kingdom work. That was awesome kingdom work. Let me pull it up in the room. There it is right there. Let me pull this up. Let me download it, and then I'm going to share it on the screen. All right, now let me get back to the screen. Let me share the screen, family. Give me 1 quick second, y'all. I want to share this flyer that the brother and his family made. All right, let me pull it up. Wrong way. Where is it? Here it is. All right, there's the back to school. I hope y'all can see it on the screen. See if I'm showing it, I'm scaring it on your phone, bro.
I don't see it.
Hold on, maybe I did something wrong. Hold on, let me do this. Hold on, let me share it. Let me stop. I ain't good at this one. Especially when I'm trying to do stuff on the fly. Let me see. Window there. Entire screen. Share. And then bring this up. It should be on the screen, but anyway, it should be up there on the screen. But anyway, family, I ain't good at that. I'm sorry. I want to share it. Matter of fact, I do it this way. Let me do it like this. Share the screen. Let me hit the tab. Hit the Chrome tab. Bam. There it is. There it is. And I know y'all can see that. I know I did that right. So the second annual. This is our second time doing a back to school giveaway. And it's going to be on next Shabbat. We'll be doing a backpack deal. We'll be going out into the community doing that. And so we'll be doing that next Shabbat. This Shabbat, they're just doing a regular good in the hood where we feed the people. We got some hot food. I know my rib, she made some stuff. This brother brought chicken. We got chicken and green beans, potatoes, and cake. My wife cut up about 3 cakes and sent it out there. The other brothers and sisters contributed to the arms deed today. So I said all that to say this here, family. We appreciate everything y'all do for this ministry, and we thank y'all for everything that y'all continue to do. The prayers, the support. We thank y'all from the bottom of our heart for what y'all do for this ministry. We don't take it as a light thing. We don't take it for granted, and I know neither do none of the other brothers and sisters who are part of this ministry. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We love y'all. We thank y'all for everything that y'all done. Bro, you got anything for the people?
No, sir. Just, man, all praise to the Most High. Family, just enjoy the rest of your Shabbat.
All right, family. I'm going to play this. We're going to stand and face the room. We're going to close out. Then I'll play the outro.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Almighty Yah. Yes, sir.
All right, family. We love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat. Y'all, hey, it's hot out there. Stay cool, stay hydrated. And y'all, hey, keep us in y'all prayer. We're going to do the same. We're going to catch y'all on the other side. Shalom. Kingdom over everything. You can say kingdom over everybody. Are you willing to put your mind, body, and soul on the line?
Call this kingdom over everything. I'm about my Abba's business, so I be my wedding ring. Married to the gospel and I'm faithful, never giving up. That's word to the chief. My belief in the spiritual. Do the work, plant the seed. Christ is what these people need. Not them doctors that y'all feed. Souls burning cause of greed. Hands to the piss out, like the swizz that from my brizz out. 10 toes diz out as I'm praying for my criz out. Precept on them precepts while I let the spirit direct. Every move I mistake, can't let the serpent take my soul away. Praying for the strength to make it through the day. Darts flying at me, but please just keep me strapped. Pappy say he got me long as I worship his son. He say I'll never lack as long as he is number one. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. Got the spirit of Moses up against Janus and Jambres, exposing the lies. That's why these preachers is mad at me. Repping the covenant that was gave to my fathers. The spirit of Abraham got me drinking the waters. I call that fully persuaded. I pray to God that I make it about this booth I'm in. Spiritually speaking, spiritually speaking. From what I've been reading, as long as I'm breathing, this 613 and I mean it. I got this working, I'm fiending to do it. Study to prove it. You ain't gotta believe it. He gon' make do in this season. We gon' be bending the knee. We gon' help rule in this kingdom. For the wicked it ends. They all gon' burn in their sins. I'm on the straight path, never turning right or left. Narrow is the road to salvation. We talking life or death. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. We call this KOE. So whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. Whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. We call this KOE. We call this KOE. We call this KOE.
I'll let you, man. Enjoy the rest of your Shabbat, family. Shalom.
I will.
All right.
Okay.